from Windsor West.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. This Liberal government has a bad habit of saying one thing and doing another. For all their talk about making home care a priority, the Liberals are allowing home care services to be cut from Windsor to Sarnia. The Erie St. Clair CCAC has reduced daily nursing visits by a shocking 33% this month. That's a huge hit that means seniors won't get the care they need. Many have been told they're now just a number on a wait list, and family caregivers have been stripped of essential respite time. Will the Premier explain how she can possibly stand by and allow vital home care services to be slashed in Southwestern Ontario?
Premier.
Well, thank you, Mr.
Long-term care.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. Well, it simply isn't true that we're slashing our funding to home care or to our CCACs, Mr. Speaker. In fact, we have dramatically increased the funding that we've provided to home care, to community care services, through our CCACs and through our LHINs since coming into office in 2003. In fact, it is a 99% increase in funding over roughly the past decade. So what the member opposite is saying, obviously, Mr. Speaker, we do rely on our LHINs and rely on our CCACs to make those important decisions in terms of the distribution of resources. And, Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to speak more about that in the supplementary coming up.
Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. The minister can talk about home care till he's blue in the face, but the only thing that matters is whether he's willing to stop these cutbacks that are happening under his watch. At 33% reduction in home care nursing visits is not acceptable. My office has been flooded by worried families who have no idea where they're going to turn to get the care their loved ones need. They're scrambling to deal with these cuts and the government's broken promise to deliver better home care. Premier, you stated you would not forget about Windsor, but this is not the type of attention we were hoping for. Will the Premier commit today to do whatever it takes to reverse each and every cut to the seniors of Southwestern Ontario who depend on vital home care services?
Thank you. Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, again, we are investing more than $4 billion in home care, including investing significant portions of that amount in the Windsor-Essex area. It just isn't true that we are not making cuts to home care, to our community care services. In fact, we've increased this year alone $270 million extra into that important care. It is true, Mr. Speaker, that we're using those funds to provide support for the more complex need patients. We're making sure that those patients are no longer cared for in hospitals, but they're actually cared for in the place which is more relevant to them to give the highest quality of care, to provide them with the supports that they need. So those complex need patients that perhaps used to be cared for in hospitals are now being cared in home or closer to home. It's working, Mr. Speaker, and we're increasing funding to accommodate those needs.
Thank you.